Season 6 of Disney Speedstorm is just a little over 2 weeks away, and all the hype announcements and leaks have been building up for the season launch, and I have a ton of news to share with you guys, including an official post from Disney Speedstorm revealing the official release date of Season 6, as well as a little sneak peek at the track, as well as an insane leak that reveals all the characters coming in Season 6, as well as some of their crew members and more. It's a ton of exciting stuff, so without further ado, let's hop into all of it. Now, to start things off, over on the official Disney Speedstorm Twitter account and all their social medias, they posted, "Get ready to splash into an all-new season of Disney Speedstorm inspired by Disney's The Little Mermaid. Dive in on February 8th. And then underneath that, and if we take a look at this video right here, you can see the Disney Speedstorm logo, a bunch of water particle effects around it, and then taking another look, we have the 8th of February. Look at a picture of just this image right here with the 8th of February. You can see in the background we actually have a glimpse at the track. I believe this is like a picture in-game taken of the new Atlantis or Atlantica, whatever the kingdom is called in Little Mermaid, where the track is going to be set. We can kind of get a glimpse there, and we can actually see Ursula's lair. And this is our first look at the underwater track in-game. Who knows if we'll have a special mechanic? Maybe this map will be like low gravity, or it'll be like extra flowy, or maybe the driving will just be a little different and it'll have some cool underwater mechanic. I think that could be really neat if they play it correctly. However, personally, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a completely plain track, because a lot of people did speculate for the Frozen track that we would get some ice movements on our cars and stuff like that, maybe driving through Elsa's Ice Palace, and that never happened, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Little Mermaid track is also just relatively plain, and it's just us driving underwater, but kind of ignoring the fact that we are underwater. But regardless of how they handle the track's physics, we can see that it does look really neat. I'm super excited to explore all of Ursula's lair and see her cauldron and stuff like that. I think it's going to be really fun and exciting. And then obviously we haven't even gotten a glimpse of the main event of the track, which is obviously going to be the main castle, sort of the head of Ariel's land and stuff like that, where King Triton and all of them live. I think it's going to be really exciting and a super gorgeous map. Now, something a little more exciting than the release date and a small glimpse at the track, we actually have all 4 of the characters and some of the crew members leaked for the Little Mermaid collection. That's right, we got a picture of the Little Mermaid season box leaked. If we take a look at this image here, you can see a lot of information gets revealed in just this small picture. For one, we know that the design of the season box and the cost are staying the same. This does not surprise me. 500 tokens doesn't seem like they're budging on that, unfortunately. I would definitely love if the season box went down to, 300 tokens to make it a little fair. It doesn't really feel like it's worth it spending $5 on something when you earn so many for free throughout the course of the season. But I digress, and talking about the main event here, you can see we have all 4 of the Little Mermaid racers on the box. We have from left to right, starting with King Triton, followed by Prince Eric, and then Ursula, and then Ariel herself. And taking a look at all of their designs, honestly, I'm a fan. I know a lot of people were questioning whether Triton was going to have legs or if we would have a mermaid tail. Same thing with Ariel and Ursula. And the design approach they've kind of taken is what I thought they would do, where Triton is in his full mermaid form, or merman form, however you want to say it. Ursula is her normal Ursula, just with a racing suit wrapping around all of her tentacles. And then Ariel is on her human legs, and then obviously Prince Eric is a human as well. And honestly, I'm very pleased with all of their designs. I really like how distinct they all are. Honestly, I think I'm the biggest fan of Eric and Ariel. Ursula's racing suit is a little interesting. I'm not sure how I love it wraps around every single tentacle. I think it looks a little strange, especially with like the purple tips at the end, but she still looks really, really cool. I love the colors on Triton's suit, and then Eric's and Ariel's, I just love the colors, the bright purple and green on Ariel, and then sort of the black and red design they've got going on Prince Eric. I think it all looks really, really nice, and honestly, I'm super happy with how this collection turned out. I think the game team did an excellent job of designing it, and all the characters look pretty solid, you know, they look straight out of the movie. And then I think Triton and Ursula, when they're in their car, you just won't see their legs, you know, you don't really see any of the characters' legs, but I just don't think they're going to acknowledge the fact that, you know, they don't have feet and can't really press pedals. That's probably just going to be looked over like it was for Wally and Lilo and any other characters that might be questionable in that regard. Now, some other interesting things about this leaked season box picture, we actually have some crew members here. We can see that we have one of Ursula's henchmen. I'm not exactly sure the name of these, but they're like in her lair. They're floating right next to Ursula's hand in the picture, and they look pretty cool. A decent rare crew member. I don't object to them at all. Our other rare crew member in this picture that we have our first look at is Scuttle, and Scuttle looks really cool. Definitely someone who I would have predicted to be a rare crew member. He's one of the more iconic characters from Little Mermaid, but he isn't really exclusively tied into a single character, so I definitely think it makes sense for him to be a rare crew member, and I really hope that he's one of the ones to boost top speed, so that way he actually gets some more use. Now, as for the other two characters, we have Flounder and Sebastian, and honestly, I'm a fan of how these characters both look. I think they look really cool, and to predict which characters they will go to, I think Sebastian will belong to Triton, and I think Flounder will belong to Ariel, and this goes along completely with my predictions. If you haven't checked out my other video on everything that we knew about Season 6 so far, I predicted that Flounder would belong to Ariel and that Sebastian would belong to Triton, and then Ursula would have Flotsam and Jetsam, and Eric would have Max, and so far that prediction seems to be holding pretty true. Assuming that I am right about Flounder and Sebastian, I would definitely not be surprised if Ariel ends up, or if Prince Eric ends up with Max and Ursula ends up with Flotsam and Jetsam. And I would speculate on all their classes, but I did talk pretty extensively about that in my other video, so be sure to let me know in the comments below your predictions for each of these 4 racers, their new classes. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what you think their abilities are going to be like and everything like that. But that is all the news that I have for you guys today, so be sure to let me know in the comments below what do you think of the new season release date, our first little glimpse at the track in Ursula's lair. Me personally, I think it looks really cool, and it is a little unfortunate the season got delayed by a week, but I'm still really excited that it's just around the corner, and I can't wait to dive on in and hopefully get some more news about a mobile release date soon. And as for the leaked season box, honestly, I'm really pleased with the designs of all 4 racers. I think they look super cool, and I'm really pleased. Let me know in the comments below which character are you going to play the most next season. Me personally, I'm thinking Prince Eric is going to be my main. Honestly, he just looks super cool, and he is by far my favorite character from The Little Mermaid, so I'm probably going to invest into him. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next video. Peace out.